So Kanye West is once again setting the internet on fire after exposing Diddy for being potentially involved in K-wording Michael Jackson. The mystery of Michael Jackson's death has been unsolved among fans for years now, and although the case was officially closed, fans were never satisfied with the answers they got. But now it seems like justice is finally going to be served after Kanye spoke up about Diddy and his involvement in this murder case. Kanye has always been the one to be outspoken, and this time, he's not holding back. All of this is coming out after a recent lawsuit was filed against Diddy by music producer Lil Rod. The lawsuit accused Diddy of many things from sexual assault to distribution of illegal arms at his property. But that's not what we're going to talk about right now. We're going to talk about what Lil Rod had to say about Faheem Muhammad, Diddy's head of security. Allegedly, Faheem Muhammad is a celebrity handler, and he should have been the #1 suspect in the murder case of Michael Jackson, but instead, he wasn't even questioned. Dr. Murray, the man who was blamed for the death of the king of pop, was used as a scapegoat by Sony, Diddy, and the industry elites. And the same thing almost happened to Kanye West as well when they tried to get him institutionalized and put him in dangerous mysterious medication. So we know that Kanye is not holding back, especially since he could have been dead by now if he hadn't acted smart.
If they did attempt to kill me or kill me like they killed Michael Jackson or JFK, then they would say, oh, it's Ye's mental health. So
now that Lil Rod and Kanye both are speaking up against Diddy's involvement in crimes, there is no way that the music mogul is getting out of this one. There is a lot to unpack today in this video, so let's just jump right into it. You're watching The Celebrity Fix, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about how Kanye West just proved that Diddy was involved in the murder of Michael Jackson. But before we get to talking about that, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future. Now, Diddy has had a bad reputation in the industry recently. He has been on top of the game for the longest time, but due to the recent lawsuits being filed against him, his real face is coming to public light. This also means that a lot of the shady things he did to get to the top are getting exposed. A recent lawsuit was filed by a music producer, Rodney Jones, or more commonly known by his stage name, Lil Rod. According to the lawsuit, Diddy was involved in all sorts of illegal activities. Now, the topic that got the most attention in the lawsuit was how Diddy assaulted Lil Rod over the time that they were working together. Lil Rod worked on Diddy's recent album Love. The producer helped with 9 tracks on the album, so the two spent a lot of time together. According to Lil Rod, not only was he touched inappropriately several times by the music mogul, he was also threatened, bribed, and not compensated for his work. But there's more. Being with the music mogul for so long made it easy for Lil Rod to really get to see what Diddy does behind closed doors. He pointed out the frequent freak-offs that Diddy hosts in his house and how there's all sorts of illegal activity going on at these parties. But then how does Diddy get away with all of this? Well, we'll tell you why. That's all courtesy of his chief of security staff, Faheem Muhammad. Faheem Muhammad was mentioned several times in the lawsuit, and Lil Rod said that he was the man who helped Diddy get away with everything. Faheem is Diddy's link in law enforcement, who made sure that Diddy never faced anything. But what does Diddy and Faheem Muhammad have to do with the death of Michael Jackson? Well, this is where the story gets interesting, so stick around till the end. Now guess who else Faheem worked with? That's right, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson had his trusted head of security for the longest time, and he treated him like family. He even paid for his hospital bills after the guy retired. But after he lost that person, the company that managed Michael Jackson hired a new head of security, Faheem Muhammad. Now keep in mind, this was the time that Michael was having a very open feud with Sony Music after he acquired half of their catalog and left them.
I own half of Sony's publishing and I'm leaving them, and they're very angry at me.
He even called out the CEO on stage and said that Sony kills. Now, if that isn't enough proof that they were after him, we don't know what is.
And Tommy Mottola is a devil.
Even his son mentioned that sometimes when his dad would get off the phone, he would cry and say that they were trying to kill him.
Prince said his father would cry after phone calls, saying, quote, "They're going to kill me. They're going to kill me."
Faheem wasn't even brought in for questioning after Michael died, but everyone knows that the doctor who was arrested for the murder was just a scapegoat. Now this is where the story gets even more interesting. Faheem didn't have much of a history in security. He graduated with a degree in business and real estate. And just a few months after graduating, he was hired for the security of the biggest pop star in the world.
At that point in time, how long had you worked security for Mr. Jackson?
Approximately 10 months.
Doesn't that sound a little suspicious to you? But wait a minute, this is where Kanye comes in. Some of you might remember that Kanye had a very similar experience with someone named Harley Pasternak. But hold on a minute, before we tell you what Kanye said about all this, do us a little favor and share this video with a Michael Jackson fan or a friend who might enjoy our content. Now, a while ago, Kanye was stuck in a lot of controversies. This is when he revealed that his personal trainer, Harley Pasternak, was actually a wolf in sheep's clothing.
This is a trainer, but come to find out, he was actually Canadian intelligence, but this is my trainer. So this shows you the kind of handlers that are around the superstars in California, right?
It turned out that he was actually a celebrity handler, and his job was to get rid of Kanye for going against the industry elites. And you guys all remember how close Kanye was to meeting the same fate as Michael Jackson. Kanye even talked about it during an interview, saying that if he hadn't woken up when he did and realized what was happening, he would have been dead by now.
I refuse to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears you. I mean, look at
They would have Michael Jackson.
or worse.
This is exactly why he's so hell-bent on exposing Diddy and Faheem Muhammad in the case of Michael Jackson's death. So when Michael died, they said that he was having trouble sleeping. So he asked his doctor, Dr. Murray, to give him something that would help. After trying everything, when nothing worked, Dr. Murray decided to give the pop star an injection of propofol. This apparently worked and Michael Jackson fell asleep. The doctor left Michael to sleep while he went to the bathroom, but when he came back, he noticed that Michael had a very weak pulse and was unresponsive. He tried CPR on him, but 911 wasn't called until almost 30 minutes later. There were only two people present there that day, Dr. Murray and Faheem Muhammad, but only Dr. Murray was brought in for questioning. Don't you guys find it a little weird? Faheem wasn't even considered a suspect in the case. Some fans are now saying that Faheem might be part of some intelligence force. Exactly like Harley Pasternak was part of the Canadian intelligence. A lot of the things don't make sense in this case, but that's exactly what Kanye is now talking about. Now that the case has unofficially been opened again on the internet, it's only a matter of time before the truth comes to light and the actual murderers go behind bars for killing one of the biggest pop stars in the history of Hollywood. And that was all we had time for in today's video. Do you think the authorities are going to reopen this case to investigate Diddy and Faheem Muhammad? Do you think Kanye is going to talk more about this? What do you think should happen next in this case? Let us know all your thoughts and predictions in the comment section below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this one in the future. And with all of that out of the way, as always, we will see you in our next video right here at The Celebrity Fix.